Does someone try to attempt to attack the VanEck crypto exchange by way of a partial payment exploit? Well, if you don't know what a partial payment exploit is, a partial payment exploit is this. A partial payment exploit works by assuming a company has improperly configured systems that only reach the amount filled on an XRP transaction, which is said to be in high amount. Well, what happened was there was somebody that sent over 15 billion XRP. Well, they said they were sending over 15 billion XRP in the subject line, right? But VanEck doesn't check the subject line. They actually check the data field, because that actually tells you how much XRP is being sent, how much XRP is being received. Well, apparently this is a crypto exchange exploit, and I hope and pray that other crypto exchanges don't just look at the subject line, because if they have been looking at the subject line, that would be a major issue. Folks, when stuff like this happens, this tells me that we are indeed in the bull market, because scammers start to show up, hackers start to show up, hackers start to get creative on finding out ways to get more digital assets, more Bitcoin, more XRP, more Ethereum. They find ways to do that. And this tells me that we are literally in the brink of a bull market. Like, you put in the subject field that you're sending 15 billion, but turns out you're sending 14 to 21. That is insane to me. And folks, just because we are in a bull market right now, and there's ways that people are going to try to take your crypto, people are going to try to take my crypto, these attacks are very real. And since there's really no type of other attacks that they can really do on the XRP protocol, they're going to try to find ways to get your XRP or my XRP. But there's other ways for other digital assets, and that is for proof of work. That's called a 51% attack. Now, a 51% attack that's when a group of people, mining companies, business companies, whatever you want to call it, has over 50% of the mining node. And if they have over 50% of the mining node, they can control or alter the blockchain. And if they can control and alter the blockchain, that means they can create and do what's called a double spin. Now, we haven't heard from a double spin in a long time, but a double spin is when I go to the store, or when you go to the store, you have $10. You go into the store, let's say you go to the pizza place, you say, hey, I want to buy a medium pizza. And they say, okay, that's $8.99. And they ask you for the money, and you say, well, I just gave you the money, but knowing you did not give them the money. And then they say, okay, here's the pizza. But then you turn around and you leave the store, and you come back and you say, hey, I want to buy another medium pizza. And they say, okay. And then you give them that $10. You now bought two products. You've now done two transactions with the price of that same digital asset. That's what double spending is, and that's why it's very important that you know what you hold, right? Because we can take a 51% attack, but anytime a double spend occurs, that shows that there's vulnerability in the network security. Now, double spendings happened so far it was on Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, Bitcoin Gold, I think Zcash, Bitcoin SV, and IOTA. They don't happen too often, but when they do, it becomes an issue. And they mainly happen right after a 51% attack, because that's when someone owns at least 51% of the mining node. But moving on. BlackRock is back in the news because they're killing it with the commercials. They're killing it with the commercials. Bitcoin Archive says boomers hold over 71 trillion in wealth. But the thing is, will they move over 78 trillion in wealth? Well, like I told y'all before, Bitcoin was at 70K when we were at a $1.2 trillion market cap. If 10 to 15 trillion go into Bitcoin, that would make Bitcoin $700,000 a Bitcoin. If 10 trillion, that would make Bitcoin $1,050,000 if 15 trillion goes into the market. But this commercial tells the boomers, it's okay, move your money over. And that's really interesting, because now that everybody is trying to adopt Bitcoin, we will see Bitcoin rise. And for those that do not remember, March 2003, a gold ETF was actually introduced, and from 2003 to 2011, gold went up 250%. Bitcoin doesn't have to go up that much in percentage to be 100K Bitcoin. Let's leave that there. But the adoption is real, and there's more adoption when it comes to Bitcoin and crypto. There was a Bitcoin rent agreement. A landlord and tenant signed BTC contract. I thought that was very interesting, y'all. Thought that was very interesting. But I'm not going to go into how that works, but just know that Bitcoin is the hype train right now. Bitcoin is the name of the game. And you cannot tell me that once Bitcoin goes up to 100K or 170K, that it's not going to bring the rest of the digital asset ecosystem. Now, that'll do it for me. I want to talk about the price, and we will get out of here now, because if Bitcoin does go up to 100K, you can best believe XRP is going to be between $15 and $20. But we got Bitcoin at 42,671. We got Ethereum at 2,540. We got Solana at $94.79. XRP at 57 cents. It's trying to get up there. It's probably going to go to 65 cents, but we shall see. We got Cardano at 53 cents. Dogecoin at 8 cents. Matic $7.55. Chainlink $15.70. Matic 86. Litecoin at $70.50. Bitcoin Cash at $2.53. Ethereum Classic at $27.33. All right, everybody, that'll do it for me. Please make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button if you made it this far, and I will see you and everybody else on the next one. Peace.